My family and I recently traveled to New York City for spring break. I forgot to bring my watch on the trip and needed an inexpensive one to get me through the vacation. As I was walking down the crowded streets, I observed vendors selling items from their street-side booths. I approached a vendor whose table was filled with watches, jewelry, hats, and scarves. The salesman immediately tried to push every product on the table to me. See, the sales guy in New York City missed an opportunity to solve my most pressing problem and instead attempted to sell me every product he had. This approach turned a very interested buyer into a defensive buyer, and thus I walked away. Ever have this happen to you? Now, you may be saying, I would never do that as a sales professional. Well, according to Sales Benchmark Index, close to 60% of all deals end up in no decision. This figure represents a disconnect in the sales and buyer relationship. It's so easy to get lost in trying to solve multiple problems that we lose focus on the primary problem and then lose the entire opportunity altogether. In our consulting business, we're often working with executive decision makers, such as vice presidents of sales and marketing. They will often describe 3 objectives to us, such as increasing their revenue, decreasing their discounting, and shortening the sales cycle. See, at this point, it would be so easy to pull out all the solutions to these 3 problems with the multitude of options that we have available to help. By the way, this would be no different than the watch salesperson in New York City saying, I've got a watch for you, but I also have a scarf for you, I also have some jewelry for you. You get the point. To help our clients avoid this trap, we created a process called PIPI, or PIPI, designed to help you stay focused on solving one problem at a time. By utilizing effective questioning techniques and this process, you can identify the number one issue for your client and then apply the best solution. Step 1, the first P, stands for, you guessed it, the problem. Help the customer define their problems. Get them all out on the table and name them. Step 2, the first I, stands for impact. You must help the customer quantify the impact of their problems in real terms. What's the cost of each problem in terms of money or time or people, resources, etc.? Step 3, the second P, is prioritize. This is key as it helps the customer prioritize each problem in order of their perspective of urgency to solve. If you do a good job helping them quantify the cost of the problems in step 2, understanding the cost of each problem will go a long way in helping prioritize the order of importance in your customer solving them. Step 4, the second I, is invasiveness. This step allows you to help the customer understand the broader organizational impact of the problem they're trying to solve beyond the obvious and immediate impact. By following this process, you can help your customers prioritize their problems, at which point you can work one by one from the most urgent to the least to help them solve those problems with your solutions. When it comes to cross-selling, this will significantly allow you to position the right product for the right prioritized problem at the exact right time.